Hi, I'm Gab, and you're listening to the Word of Gab podcast. Welcome back to the Word of Gab podcast. And for today, to celebrate Women's Month, we have a very, very special guest, Meek. Meek is a CEO and owner of Violet PH online store, a COO of Patty Studios marketing agency, co-founder of Limitless University official training company, and agency builder at Sun Life PH and POTB. And she has been working for 8 years as a full-time financial coach. She's also a MDRT internationally acclaimed top advisor, unit manager of 30 advisors, a field manager excellence awardee, and a life coach. It's
Wow.
such a mouthful to say. It's just a bulleted point of who Mick really is. She's such a girl boss. She's everywhere, and grabe, sobrang namangha ako with how Mick has been building her life. And quick backstory lang with Mick and I. We met at Threads, di ba? Oh,
Eh,
say hi, Mick. Ayan, to my listeners, our listeners. So Mick is a friend of mine from Threads. And now we're building a business together. Grabe, no? Sobrang powerful na ng social media. So as I wanna start, Mick, though. I know you have already this accomplishments from your bio, and that's how they know you usually professionally. But can you let the people know who Mick is outside the professional background?
Oh, I love it. Um, I would start with I am a very intuitive person. So I work in cycles and in I love the concept of attraction, energy, and manifestation. But at the same time, they call me the grit queen because I also mix that with the masculine energy of taking action, of task and checklist, no? I'm the top type of person who also loves getting things done. So, all of this started when I was in, I think, bata pa lang. Pwede ba
Seryoso?
mag-Tagalog or
Yeah, yeah, go,
English?
go. Okay lang. Tagalog, English.
Okay lang. Okay, okay. Baka, international audience natin.
Yung iba. But it's okay. You're good, you're good.
Mag-adjust na lang sila, no?
Context clues. Context clues.
Context clues na lang tayo for our foreigner friends there. So I think it stems from my childhood. I remember from elementary pa lang. I was designated as from treasurer to president ng classroom. This I would tell my mom I'm so excited na sabihin sa kanya na I was elected this and that. And
Mhm.
also, way back in elementary, lagi akong napipili as the United Nations, yung mga ganun, no? Yung
Wow.
Miss United Nation, ganyan, ganyan. Myself is, I'm not born with a silver spoon. So, apat kaming magkakapatid and bunso ako. And my parents are both probinsyano from Leyte. So they don't have generational wealth as well. Plus yun nga, all of us are studying in private school kahit na challenging yun for my government employee mom and my dad who is working in a restaurant, no, but juggling two restaurants or a bar, all of the same time. So when I was younger, napipili ako as Miss United Nation, ganyan-ganyan. Pero yung mga suot ko, mga improvise lang ba? Yung hindi ako man maging proud.
Oh my God, send
Yes,
me some pictures. Lalagay natin sa
I'll
YouTube.
send you some pictures. Hopefully
Sa mga
makahanap ako. But
nanonood sa YouTube dyan, you're gonna see. You're not
grabe.
just
Alam
listening.
mo yung malong, yung mga ganun malong,
Oo.
pito-pito lang, tas yung mga, meron lang mga feather. So,
Oo.
actually didn't enjoy that process because hindi ako happy na tapos yung mga kasabayan ko sobrang bongga ng
Bongga ng
stuff nila,
gaga. Oo.
gano'n.
Yeah.
Bata pa lang ako, I kind of have an idea na medyo tinipid talaga, no? Tinipid talaga yung childhood. And but they still tried their best to give us the education in private school, and I would say na nagsunod-sunod yun siya. In high school, I'm the bookish type of friend mo or kakilala mo na laging nasa class, yung nasa cream
Film section.
section.
Oo.
Oo, nasa A, ganyan.
Oo.
But even since high school and elementary, I have this belief system
Mm.
that hindi ako matalino. Kasi, I remember when I was in grade 1, sumali ako ng quiz B. Sinali ako ng quiz B ng teacher ko. And then, ang basic lang nung tinanong. Ang tinanong was, ano ang spelling ng violet? No, ng word na violet. Hindi ko parang sabi ko, ha, hindi ko yun alam. Ang bobo ko naman, parang gano'n, no? Tapos, umpisa pa lang, bumagsak na ako. First word pa lang, parang mga gano'n. First,
Oo.
easy pa
Oo.
lang na level. Bumagsak na ako. So, sabi ko na sa sarili ko na, ay, hindi ako matalino. So, I have that belief system since elementary, high school. But imagine, I'm still always in the first section
Oo.
only because masipag talaga ako. No? So, grade conscious, I would go home, study, gagawan ko ng exam yung sarili
Reviewer.
ko. Yes, gawa ko na
Ate.
reviewer. Smart but also masipag. Pero inside me, I know hindi mataas IQ ko. Relate ba kayo dun, guys?
Oh my
May
God.
mga ganun na listener.
Alam mo, like before we
Yeah.
proceed to like the next part, I wanna speak to something na mention mo, yung feeling mo hindi ka magaling just because may isa ka lang bagay na parang ang laki, ang bigat-bigat kagad para sa'yo. Like that spelling of violet, parang ginawa mo na kagad siyang standard na, okay, I'm not smart because I can't answer this. Like, growing up young and parang grade conscious, I really felt that. Ako din, same tayo. We're book smart, GC tayo, tapos very, laging top notcher, laging nasa top section. Pero baliktad tayo. Ako yung mahiyain. Ako yung tipo ng um, estudyante na hindi ako sumasali sa extracurriculars kasi gusto ko, ano lang ako, exams, recitation, hindi rin masyado. Anyway, yon going back, yun nga, growing up, ganun talaga, same tayo, I'm bookish, GC, hindi lang ako what you call this, ma-extracurriculars nung elementary. Nung high school, dyan, lagi akong science quiz bee, pero yung mga other curriculars, hindi masyado. Nagets ko yung pressure na parang you have to know everything to be classified as matalino.
Yep.
And for a kid, minsan din kasi it's the it's the upbringing sa atin ng hindi ng parents natin na. It could be the societal standard na lang din na if a kid is smart, they're expected to be great at everything. And it's unfair and it's too much pressure on a little kid growing up. Kasi it could mess up with your with your psyche na parang, oh, I have to be great, not just good. I have to be great at everything for me to say na akin to, talino ko to, skill ko to. And it's very hard to unlearn, diba? You know this. As we grow older, ang hirap mag-step into that power kasi there's always this voice inside you na parang, how can I say that I'm an expert at something kung hindi ko pa naman alam lahat? And it's like a blessing and a curse for people like us, for smart people, kasi at least aminado tayo na hindi natin alam lahat. But
Yep.
sometimes we neglect ourselves na parang you actually know a lot already. Not everything, but you are actually like more educated at a certain subject than other people. Kumbaga mas reliable ka pa nga eh. Kesa dun sa mga nagbo-boom na I'm not gonna say any specific influencer's name or whatever, pero madaming ganon.
Mhm.
Madami ako nakikita na influencers and people who are trending dahil yung mga sinasabi nila, it's just very, enticing to the ears na hindi naman talaga exposed sa field. Tapos, kapag narinig mo, since ikaw, mas magaling ka, mas may alam ka, parang, huh? It doesn't make sense. Parang masyado namang mababaw yung ina-explain. Para sa iba, galing na galing sila. Ang daig lang nila sa atin is audacity. They just
Yup.
have the audacity to say na magaling na ako sa field ko. Kahit na, in reality, wala pa sila sa kalingkingan mo. Alam mo yun? Alam mo yun eh, ganun. So parang, ang hirap no na growing up we've had that already in ingrained in us, especially as women, 'di ba? So I want to ask you, as you grow older, as you go into your professional life, what are the biggest misconceptions about being the girl boss na
Oh.
related dun sa mindset mo na bring mo as you grow older?
Okay. So the misconceptions, this is like the dark side. I'll start with
Oh, go, go.
oh my God. Let's start with the controversial, with the controversial aspect, no. So, girl boss, the definition of girl boss kasi is usually for women is that very, if you want to be a girl boss, you'll reach that height dahil friendly ka, no? Unlike sa masculine na boss or CEO, for example, sa kanila okay lang kahit hindi ka tough, kahit tough ka or you're
Ah,
straightforward or mayabang ka for men na boss, no? It's okay. But for women who are girl bosses, um the expectation is that you're always friendly or nurturing or what, you're available to everyone, and you're always can do it all. That's
yeah.
what they expect from us women, 'di ba, in the upper management. But the real thing is the consequence for that belief or stigma to women is that in reality, we make a lot of sacrifices. So I think for me, my biggest sacrifice in the closest people in my life knows this is that I'm an introvert living in an extrovert facade. No, people would think that I'm very friendly, ganyan ganyan, no, na
Mm.
people would think that they are friends with me, you know. Pero
Oo.
I would only count my friends sa fingers lang, no. In that I wouldn't reach this peak or peak of my career in accolades if I did not choose to have a smaller circle. My real price to pay is that I don't have a lot of friends, or I don't even have friends with S. No, yun yung price to pay. As a woman in upper management, I can make you feel that we are close, but I'm just trying to also protect myself na meron lang akong pinapakitang versions of me. But the best parts of me and the worst parts of me, I only show it to myself, to I have to process it on with myself, I have to process it with just my partner. Ganun lang. So, because as an upper management or as a CEO, for example, or a leader, mover, no, in the business, I cannot afford to gossip. No,
Oh,
unlike a lot of people, no, a lot of women na matik na, okay, chismis tayo pag wala tayong ginagawa, chismis tayo, ganyan-ganyan. So, I cannot afford that. No? So, and I also created systems in myself na, you will think, I can make you feel that, I am your friend, but in me, my only friend is myself and maybe my partner. Ganon siya ka-dark, no? Ganon siya
yeah.
kalaking sacrifice. I get the hang of it. At the end of the day, ang kakampi ko lang din talaga is yung sarili ko. Are you getting the idea?
Yeah, I get
Yun.
it's sad, but also I get it. Kasi parang I get the struggle of having to explain yourself to people. And sometimes kasi when you're there, when you're a girl boss already, or if you're in the higher management, parang there are moves that are not easy to be explained or understandable for our friends, na parang you have to have that energy pa or the bandwidth to explain it, na parang kailangan sometimes our friends aren't in our level yet, like professionally. This is why I found Mick. It's because like my friends are great. 'Di ba sanabi ko sa ito? Like my friends are like I love my friends very very much. They're like my emotional support, mental support, grabe. Pero in terms of business, wala ako masyadong business friends. And since yun yung gusto kong i-grow, kaya parang mas nagiging, yun nga, mas nagiging in touch kami ni Mick, mas nagtutulungan kami ni Mick, ganun, in that area. But also, gets ko yung, you have to show a certain side of you. Kasi sa business, you kind of have to be strategic, no? But also, it's kind of sad that somehow we are forced to isolate ourselves so we can reach the top. Na, para sa
Yeah.
akin naman kasi, like, I wanna share lang din na yung mentor ko is the CEO of SNS Creative. So, yung boss ko. And I love yung tinuturo niya na for you to reach the top, hindi mo naman kailangang puro ikaw lang. Like, you can find the people, the right support, the right people na alam mong magtutulungan kayo. Kumbaga, lalo na for women. Women in business, it's so hard to find women in business who would help each other out. Most of the time, parang pagandahan, paanuhan, alam mo yon, instead of lifting each other up, laging kailangan mas magaling ako, kailangan alam mo yon, laging one-upan ba? Parang gano'n. Tapos parang, okay, that's why I was very meticulous when I met Mick and the other friends. So, sabi ko, I have to check the vibe first kasi I don't want to be a businesswoman in a field na naghahatakan pababa. That's one thing that I promised myself na never kong gagawin to anybody, any, especially women, because it's already so hard. Yun nga sabi mo, pag lalaki, pwedeng maging mayabang. Pag tayo, pag sinabi lang natin kung anong kaya nating gawin, will be called like a bitchesa, ganyan. Kaya lagi ko sinasabi, I don't mind being called a bitch. If I'm the bitch, then call me a bitch because I'm smart, because I speak myself. Wala akong pake. I honestly don't mind. Yun ko. Kasi sabi ko, mananahimik ako, tapos, you get all the credit kasi tayo lang yung, kumaga, yung kung sino man yung kausap ko, siya lang yung magre-raise ng concern. And it's my idea all the time, ganyan. Parang, no, no. I'll rather speak up for myself, even if it's kind of isolating nga. Kasi titingnan ka nila as, yun nga, expectation. Kailangan mabait ka, kailangan friendly ka, kailangan available ka sa lahat. Hindi ha. No. Hindi po ganun ang Yes, in business, we will respond to you. Pero alam ni Mikto, very hardcore ako sa boundaries. Pag sinabi kong weekend, di ako mag-reply sa inyo. Bahala kayo. Yun talaga ang dinevelop ko na. Sabi ko, I don't care if I don't get filthy rich because of it, but I will not allow my work to take, or my whatever professional life take control of my life. Because we are someone outside our work. So I want to talk more about who Mick is outside work. And alam ko sa'yo ko naririnig yung feminine energy. And
Oh.
how you step into that feminine energy despite the fast-paced career that you have. Kasi ang dami mo talagang ginojuggle eh. Like, I'm a witness to that. Like, ang dami. With everything that I've said in the intro, lahat yan hands-on si Mick. Nahihirapan na nga siyang mag-let go and delegate. And I've been forcing her to delegate a lot of stuff. Kasi na siya high level na yung thinking niya eh. Kailangan nandun na siya. But how do you step into that feminine energy? Kahit na hustle hard ka pa rin dun sa career mo.
I love it. I would compare it to the masculine energy and the feminine energy, no? Kasi I've worked with men
Mhm.
and mentors who kind of siguro hindi nila sinasadya, but alam mo yun, imposing their beliefs and their working styles with me. And I was able to catch it early on na ay hindi kami parehas ng ano, ng vibe and ng flow, no. So I would notice the men mentors that I would have who's more of on the masculine energy, because men can also have feminine energy, no, and that would be a great balance for them. Like men, lalaki ka na boss na you also practice feminine energy every now and then. You practice empathy, manifestation, taking care of yourself, etc. So it's possible, but mas marami pa rin talaga yung business owners and entrepreneurs na lalaki who's more onto the rigid type, no? So
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that. It's just that if I will just in this podcast, we're just giving you your options, no? Para ay, mas fit yun sa akin. Whatever works for you. So on I realized it when I already experienced that type of mentors or those types of peers, no, na entrepreneurs. So what happened was I would sign up to this mentoring. That's what, 30,000 pesos, 50,000 pesos, mga ganyan, no? Kasi nasanay na ako na if I have funds, kahit less money ko nga i-invest ko sa, if I can feel na this can propel me, etc., I would sign up for it. So may mga mentors na they would tell na, dapat 10 million, ganyan, no? 10 million, digit, yan. Ito yung end of the year mo na progress, or ito yung ito yung income, ito yung gross, ito yung na-achieve mo, ganyan. So, more of on really on the digit, the percentage,
Mhm.
the key results area, etc. So, well, that works, no, for them. Nararamdaman ko na hindi ako ganun, no? At least for majority of my business, I'm not the type of person or leader or entrepreneur na manumbers na yung tapos sobrang rigid nung numbers, like sobrang 10x ganyan, ganun kalayo, to the point na parang ay may mali ba sa akin, bakit ayaw ko ng mga numbers na yon, no? So I would often ask myself last year, bakit ayoko nung ganong feeling? It's such that maybe gusto ko ba yung comfort? Gusto ko pa yung ganito, ganyan, etc. Not until I learned the balance of the feminine and the masculine energy. So I'm already masculine in other aspects of my life. I wake up at 6 a.m. I have three alarms. In everything that I do, I have a task sheet. I work with people and click up. I use a lot of tools that can measure my productivity.
Mhm.
All of my notifications in my messengers are up, in my watch and in my phone. Ang dami ng aspect in my life that is rigid eh. But in terms of vision, I thought I was not a visionary just because I cannot pinpoint my vision, just like those peers of mine that can put like a monetary aspect of it. I realized that in terms of vision setting and dreams, so I'm more of in terms of feeling. No, ano yung feeling kapag na-achieve ko na siya? Ano yung mga suot ko? Anong mga damit ko? Anong itsura ng mga tao? How do they show up? No? Ano yung gusto kong nakapaligid sa akin? Ano yung sapatos ko maybe by that time? So more of in the manifestation in my life, no, of what I can afford by that time versus just the monetization of the business itself. So that's one. The second one is embracing the flow. So I believe with feminine energy, we accept the different flows or the different seasons of our follicular cycle, no? So There is winter, spring, summer, fall. So the winters, ito yung parang ano, sad-sad ka, ganyan, or hindi mo ma-explain pero parang walang motivation, or you just don't feel like grinding, no? Well, in the spring, ayun na, no, diyan nag-umuusbong yung mga ideas, creativity. In the summer talagang andyan yung masculine energy na let's do it, we can do it. Kaya ako mag-work ng 12 to 18 hours. And then for fall, no? Yan na, paikot na ulit siya when it comes to the winter seasons of life. Before, I used to be so hard on myself when I'm not productive. Sabi ko nga sa mga contents ko, I used to hate myself if I'm not doing a lot of things or onti lang meetings ko, or I used to find my worth in working hard.
Yeah.
Yan, na kapag hindi ako nag-work hard, baka mawala tong mga ano na to sa akin, or baka malaman nila na hindi talaga ako magaling, no? Or that I have to always be available so that I can prove my position and my intensity, no? As a way of inspiring other people. But in feminine energy, it's allowing the rest and calibration in the season of, wala, malungkot lang ako, walang explanation. Sad ako today. It's not forcing, no? It's not forcing na kailangan, dapat masaya ako today, dapat motivated ako today, dapat 100% ako today. It's on the days that we still show up despite being on those seasons, no? But being in tune with our emotions as well. And lastly, in terms of business, I believe in attraction. So I magnetize people. And I would say that I already have a uh evidences, no?
Mm.
Evidences that magnetic leadership really works, no? For example,
Oh.
Gab here, 'di ba?
Tayo.
Na-magnetize na attract ko lang din siya, 'di ba? So na-chase kumbaga. I would just release it to the universe na, okay, this is what I need. Ito yung role na kailangan ko.
Mm.
Ayoko na sana, it's very clear na ayoko na sana ako yung magpo-provide or ako yung magiging source of that role.
Mm.
Ako yung gagawa na naman nun. I believe na I can find parts of myself in other people, and I will attract people who is resonating to me, no? And I'm ready to receive and ask for help. Kaya nagugulat yung iba kong mga co-entrepreneurs sa parang pagka present ko sa kanila yung people who are working with the businesses that I handle is, sabi nung isa kong friend is, ang galing na multiply mo na yung sarili mo pero iba-ibang versions mo. Kasi it was clear to me that I needed that help. No, the feminine energy always ask for help.
Yes.
Hindi ko ta kaya, parang mabigat to eh. Mabigat tong ano, dala-dala. Pwede po tulungan mo na lang, papakit ka
Mabuhat
lang, no?
naman.
Yes, mabuhat naman. You can do that in the business. So, parang ay, pwede bang ano, ang galing-galing mo talaga, no? Pero yung ambag natin dito is magpaganda ka, no? Magpaganda tayo at efforten mo yung paggaganda at pagpaparelax. Parang, pag nag-a-ask ka ng support, kikindat-kindat ka lang dyan, pero hindi nila nararamdaman. Nag-uutos ka na talaga. Yun talaga yun siya. Also, they love being empowered, no? At the same time. So those are the three key insights that I have on how I transition into feminine energy. But you would notice a lot of that is still work because I love my work, and I would say I have kind of imbalance with, I don't believe with work life balance. So I believe in integration, at least for this season of my life before I get married and have children. Um ano talaga nag-intertwine yung personal and work life ko, and I would gravitate more time into work life, but it would be a different case if I'm already a mother. Yeah.
Oo, grabe 'no. Pero I think ang grabe, ang sarap isa-isahin nung mga sinabi mo. But I won't, 'cause grabe, parang I'm in such awe na nandun ka na sa phase ng buhay mo na you are building a career for yourself but you're not forgetting na you have to take care of yourself then. And siguro favorite ko sa mga sinabi mo is that the feminine energy doesn't only exist for women. That's the
Yeah.
biggest misconception. Na parang, girl, this is for ano din, for men. It's the softer side of people. And tama ka na may balance dapat ang feminine and masculine energy. Because scientifically, we both have the hormones for it. It's just that mas madami sa atin, of course, yung hormones ng babae. And grabe rin yung cycles, no? How it affects women. Kaya iba rin tayo mag-isip. We have different phases. For our listeners, please search it up. Grabe, magbabago talaga yung buhay mo, especially if you're a woman in your late 20s or even in early 20s and you wanna really hit your goal professional-wise, business-wise. Try to work based on your cycle. Kasi meron ka talagang phase na parang gusto mo lang nasa kama ka. At meron ka ring phase na halos yung calendar mo punong-puno na ng kulay kasi ang dami mong meetings and all. Like you have that manic phase na, "Oh, I can do everything." And then the next time you're like, "Why the fuck did I say yes to everything?" Like, ganon. Tapos, natuwa lang ako na you admitted that your work and your life is integrated to each other. I like that we may be similar work-wise, like work ethic-wise, pareho tayo. Pero ako kasi, my feminine energy, I step into my feminine energy by designing my work around my life. Not the other way around. Ayoko yung i-adjust ko yung buong buhay ko para sa trabaho. I want the work to fit the life that I want. Not the other way around. Kasi parang nasanay din tayo, 'di ba? I think this is ano din eh. It's the balance of feminine and masculine na parang ako gusto ko malilive ko yung buhay ko. Pero ready naman ako humustle kung kailangan, 'di ba? I can make that work happen the way I want it to happen. Ganun. So
Wow.
that's the balance in my end of building my own career. So, I want to ask you like a simple question. You can answer this maybe in a sentence or two. Do you think when you embraced your feminine energy, it actually made you a better leader?
Yeah. To answer that question, certainly, no. Because number one, I do believe that um yung mga tao natin, kaya na nilang i-figure out
Mm.
things out of resourcefulness eh. Especially with AI right now, 'di ba? And mentoring and the connections that you can build online, no, they can figure out everything online and on their own. That's why it's very important to me. One of the core values of people that I work with is resourcefulness, no? So gawin mo muna lahat ng kaya mong gawin bago ka magtanong, no, sa or magtanong or maging ano mo yun, maging magpa-spoon feed
Yeah.
kumbaga. So resourcefulness is there and all of the information and the mentoring they would be needing, imposibleng wala yun online. And I also practice in my team na nagtuturuan sila, no, even the ones that just finished the day one of onboarding can already teach, no. So yung teaching culture talaga and coaching culture sa team is very powerful when it comes to the organizations that they have created. However, I would say that when it comes to life coaching and to emotional intelligence and authenticity, that is my unique power as a female CEO or a female entrepreneur, a female leader.
Mm.
No, so because they can open up to me and not feel like they are a weak person. No,
Yeah.
because their
Oh.
emotions are not their weaknesses. Those are insights. And if I do believe in their potential, I'm rooting in their potential, but I also care for them for who they are right now. That's very feminine, no? Nurturing, caring, accepting them for who they are right now, being authentic, empathy, no? And being human centered, no? And just making space. Hindi kaya ng AI yun eh. Hindi
Totoo.
kaya ng mentor niya yun eh. No? Because the mentor can teach that person what, one thing or two na can help them with the business, with whatever it is that they are doing.
Mhm.
But ako, as someone who journeyed with them for like 4 years, for example, I have seen them in different phases in their life. And I've seen the growth. I focus on the positive. I root in their transformation, in their greatness. Parang nanay ba, no?
Oo.
Na pinalaki mo, no?
Oo,
Pinalaki ko
oo.
to eh. So
Talagang ni-nurture mo.
malalim, yes, malalim yung grace at yung care ko dito sa taong to, na that's very unique for a female CEO. And if you can do that to 1, 10, 20 people, you have already multiplied yourself, because they can also create branches of themselves that could, dun papasok yung 10x ng organization. So instead of focusing to me, thinking lang na, kaya ko to gawin kasi 'di ba
Oo.
very masculine yun eh. Ako to lahat. Ako
Oo.
yung magaling, ako yung
Oo.
ano, no, ako yung politiko, ako yung ano dito, leader, ako yung president, I'm the
Oo.
president. Ganun na ganun yung angst
Oo.
ng masculine energy to prove something. I don't have anything to prove. I would
Tawa-tawa
always
lang
say
tayo
that,
eh, sa gilid.
oo nga, sige, sige.
Go.
Diba, wala na akong pinapatunayan dito, pero uuwi ka din sa akin.
Totoo.
Kasi ako pa rin yung nandyan. Parang, um, ako pa rin yung nag-held glue together. So, dun papasok din yung, at the end of the day, people, ang strong sense ng leader na babae or feminine, who's held that feminine power of a leader is, na the day that you planted the seed, you know that it's not the day that you will harvest it.
Correct.
So, sa feminine energy din kasi, yung surrendering. Surrendering to the process,
Mhm.
yung bahala na, no, yung let it flow, only time will
Yes.
tell, and mamamatay ka din, wag ka masyadong seryoso, no? Memento
Parang yan yung
mori,
lagi kong sinasabi ah. Wala yan, mamamatay din
very
tayo. Pwede na
feminine.
yan.
Diba? Sa spontaneity, yung hayaan na, hindi mapipilit, wag
Mhm.
i-push, no? So, yung mga ganong aspect, it lightens up everyone's mood. And chill lang, diba? Chill ka lang. Kasi lahat naman magpo-fall into place kung masipag ka, committed ka, and you have your ways of motivating yourself as well.
I love that. I love, as always, I love everything you say. Grabe, get Coach Mick talaga. If, if you're lost in life, get her. I mean, girl, ang gusto ko sa sinabi mo is the unique power of women in business or women leaders. Because we don't lead in a dictator style. We're not dictators. We lead by example and we also nurture them. Ako rin 'di ba parang ang bilis, lagi ko sinasabi sa'yo, parang ang bilis ng time zone. Parang bigla akong nagja-jump ng time zones. Bigla akong nagja-jump ng timeline. Kasi, let's say, nung 26 ako, naging vice president na ako ng isang Canadian company. Tapos ngayon, I'm turning 28. I'm building a business with people that, that are great at their field already. So parang, wait lang. Teka lang. Parang, ang bilis ng talon. But also, parang sabi ko, it's also a part of allowing yourself to just be there para pag kailangan na ng tulong ng iba, hindi na sila mabibigla like you. So you just guide them through your experience. And I love when you said that when you mentor, you don't make them feel bad. And that's the biggest thing na hinahanap ko for mentors and for leaders. Kasi I never really want anybody to feel stupid just because they don't know something yet. Lagi kasi nga kung may ganun eh. Yeah, you may not know something yet. As in, as of right now, hindi ka magaling sa, let's say, Facebook ads or funnels or whatever. But I personally believe that everything can be studied. Everything is researchable. Lahat kayang i-train. As long as you have the grit and the mindset for it, like you have that will, go. Hindi kita tatawaging bobo just sorry, ako yung mas harsh kesa kay Mick eh. Tumatawag lang ako ng bobo kapag in two ways. Number one, wala ka naman talagang alam pero feeling mo magaling ka. I call them bobo. Like I'm very harsh on that kasi I've met people who are not as loud, not as audacious as other people, but they are like really, really way better than than those who are like shouting at the top of the roofs na parang, magaling ako! The best ako dito! Ganyan. Tapos parang, are you? Ganyan. And then number two, bobo ka kung parang ayaw mo na, sinukuan mo na yung sarili mo. I think that's when you, the moment you stop wanting to learn, that's the time your brain deteriorates na din kasi. And scientifically, ganun talaga. When you what do you call this? When you deprive yourself of improvement, of growth, your brain will also stop growing. Babawasan tayo ng brain cells. Like, scientifically, meron na talagang study na if those synapses aren't really firing up, wala na. As you grow older, wala na. So, I believe that empowering people is allowing them to use their own brains. Kasi alam mo, magugulat ka ha. Like tayo, leaders na tayo. Alam ko meron ka ring mga stories na magugulat ka, mas magaling pa pala sa'yo yung bagong pasok. Alam mo yun? Parang, oh my God, amazing. And I think what's the best about feminine energy is when that happens, you embrace it. Para kang nanay na proud. Lagi mo sinasabi, para kang nanay. Parang, I'm so proud of you na mas magaling ka sa akin. Na okay, sige. Tapos you promote them, you like push them everywhere. Kahit na kaya mo din naman yung ginagawa nila, but you give it to them kasi parang, oh, I want you to succeed. Parang ganon. And those are the leaders that we actually need right now. Especially because I think medyo outdated na yung type of leadership na may pagka-dictatorial. Or siguro sa akin, I'm not sure with our listeners if there are people na nag-work pa rin sa kanila yung gawin mo to, gawin mo to, gawin mo to. But kasi ako as a creative, I've witnessed many employees who are also creative that are not fit in that kind of leadership. And mahirap mahanap sa masculine energy yung leadership na kailangan ng creatives. Because we need to have the freedom to think and to apply whatever we have right now. And sobrang hirap nun if kada kilos mo, sasabihin sa'yo ng boss mo na, mali yan, ganito ko kasi ginagawa. Mali yan, hindi ganyan kasi dapat ganito. Parang, yeah, but the results are the same. Sometimes it's even better my way. So parang, is it wrong just because it's not the same way as you do it? Tayo kasi as women leaders, we look at how, not how they get there, but also yung parang, not just how they get there, but also the output, diba? Na parang, they got there faster than the usual. You be proud of them. You don't say na, mali kasi yan, kulang, ganyan. Dapat long way tayo, long cut lagi, ganyan. No, we adapt to change much, much easier. Because medyo feel-based. Mas gusto ko yung gantong vibe in the professional world kesa yung sasabihan mo ko na, kailangan by next week, 500,000 na yung ko. Sahod ka. Go. Good for you. I mean, okay, if that's what they want, but that's not what we want. Like, ako din hindi ko iniisip yung perang papasok. Iniisip ko na lang, saan tayo pupunta kaya pag nag-succeed to? Saan ko kaya dadalhin yung pamilya ko? Ano kayang kakainin namin? Ano kayang bagong damit ko? Mga ganon, di ba? Parang ang sarap-sarap lang nun. But this is this is such a good conversation to have kasi there are a lot of women and people out there who think that feminine energy and professional life couldn't really blend well. Kasi we have that, alam mo yung sa Devil Wears Prada? I forgot the name. Sino yung boss ni Anne Hathaway dun? Si Meryl Streep?
Kalimutan ko na.
Basta I forgot the name, yung name ni Meryl Streep. Pero ganun pa rin kasi yung tingin natin sa mga female bosses. That they have to be heartless, they have to be...
Miranda. Yeah.
Ayun, si Miranda. Parang kailangan, ang tingin nila sa empleyado, parang wala lang, ganun. Parang very old school type of business. Very corpo.
Very cold.
Oo, very cold. Kailangan, yun nga, sabi ko nga, if that's being a bitch, then go ahead. Parang ganun. Kasi for other people, pag lalaki, yung sa kanta nga ni Taylor Swift, di ba? Parang kapag lalaki yun, you're being a boss. But pag babae, you're being a bitch. Diba? Laging ganun. I'm like, whatever the fuck. Pero ako, I lead the same way you lead. I allow the people that I work with to really step into their power. Ang lagi ko namang sinasabi sa kanila is, I'm here to guide you through whatever path you wanna take. Like, I want you to reach that path with actually minimal guidance na nga eh. Kasi iba yung experience, no? Pag sila talaga yung nakaranas. Rather than us telling them na, okay, do this, do this, do this, do this. Hindi na nila na-explore yung other options na parang, may shortcut pala dito pag pumunta ako dito. Hindi pala dapat laging diretso lang. Ganun. So, I love that. That how we mix in the feminine energy at hindi siya parang pakyut-pakyut lang lagi. Like, it's a part.
Oh, yeah.
It's a part. Na pwede ka magpakyut. I mean, why not? Why not?
You want to.
Diba? No, I mean, kasi part siya, pero kasi laging ang sinasabi sa career world is, feminine energy is just you slacking off, alam mo yun, parang pretending, spa day lang, ganyan. Ako, I'm a big sucker about spa days, like, I love my nails, I love, like, my hair, I love those times. Pero ano kasi siya it's a form of, parang downtime din sa utak natin. For women. Yeah. It's not
just... It's a strategy. Certain strategy.
it actually helps us avoid that burnout. Kasi yung utak natin, it actually runs faster with more ideas and more things. Like parang multiple tabs at once. Laging ganun tayo eh.
Yeah.
Kaya parang we have to step into our feminine energy to allow ourselves to say na, kung magka-crash man yung window, okay lang. Restart na lang. Diba? Restart na lang. Okay lang yan. Hindi naman mabubura yan. Nandiyan pa rin yan. Ganun. Sige, ano na lang.
Wala na siya, no?
Oo, totoo.
It will fall in place. Yeah.
Yung burnout nga, kasi hindi ko alam kung nakwento ko sa'yo yun before, pero last year, I was like, I was just getting out of the burnout phase. Kasi naging, parang nasobrahan ako sa masculine energy. Na every time I have to rest, feeling ko ang hina-hina ko. Or pag wala akong ginagawang productive, as we say. Na parang, yung money making ba? Kailangan money making. Ganon, lagi. Lagi, numero, laging ganon. Tapos parang ako, shit, hindi siya masaya. Parang, yes, you hit the numbers, pero the moment you hit the numbers, wala na. Parang, tapos, nung na-hit ko yung goal ko, parang sabi ko, okay, but what did it cost?
Parang ayaw mo na ulitin, no? Parang, if that's the price to pay to repeat that, wag na lang, kayo na lang, parang, di ba?
Totoo.
Ganun, that's what we don't want to happen, women, na mapaso tayo with the cycle of success. Just of the price we have paid to go there, versus, you're gonna get there, you take care of yourself, you strategize, you balance things, and you surrender in the process. Magugulat ka, nandun ka na. Tapos, andali naman nun. Parang nag-enjoy naman ako. Ulit-ulit. Diba? Versus yung
like
na-burnout ka. Tapos, ayaw mo na ulitin. Anong mas ulitin mo? Yeah. Would you rather choose a long game? Or, diba? Binilisan mo nga. Ang bilis mo nga. Pero di mo na ulitin.
Diba? Parang one time, big time ka lang tuloy. Parang, that's less sustainable than us taking care of ourselves, like in the middle of, parang, it may not be like a 50-50 thing, pero you find that balance, you find that system. This is what I always tell to our listeners, to my listeners. It's essential that you find your own system. I'm not gonna tell you na, oh, you wake up at 5, you do this at
Yeah.
6, you do this at 7, and then you work until 5. Hindi ganoon. Walang formula to success.
Yeah.
Kasi magkakaiba tayo eh. Like, for example, si Mick nagigising siya ng 6. Ako patulog pa lang ako ng 6.
Clarification on that though, I'm not attached to every day. Like the
Oh,
concept
perfect.
of 90 days dapat sunod-sunod or else hindi ako consistent na type of person. I'm intentional into waking up early, but if that doesn't happen,
Okay
I
lang
make
yan.
room for yes. Okay lang yun. Mas mabilis kasing
Yes.
mag-recuperate kapag ganun eh. Yung patawarin mo agad yung sarili mo
Yes.
versus i-hurt mo yung sarili mo kasi hindi mo
That's
siya
the
nagawa.
feminine energy. It's the,
Yeah.
allowing yourself to fuck up. Kasi parang the same way as your mom, I think the best way is, how do your mom treat you pag nagkamali ka? Lagi bang parang papaalala sa'yo? The whole day ba sasabihin sa'yo, late ka nagising, ganyan, ganyan. Parang if you were to mother yourself, would you beat
Yes.
yourself up just because na late ka ng 30 minutes? Hindi. Ako personally, I don't set alarms unless I have meetings. Ganun ako ka-feminine.
Really?
I don't
I
set
love it.
alarms. Kasi sabi ko, what my body needs, it will get. Money will come when it's time for it to come. Kasi na-try ko na din yun eh, yung rigid na structure. Hindi talaga. Parang mas parang mas malungkot ka, parang baliktad. Kasi di ba sinasabi nila, oh, gising ng ganto, workout ka ng ganto, tapos kain ka ng ganto. Ba't para akong robot?
Yeah.
And we're not meant to live a life that's that structured.
Mm.
Like, it's okay to have systems. System and structure is different. Maybe I'll create a different podcast about that. But I want to emphasize na, yes, your systems may provide you a little bit of structure, but the systems you should build are the systems that are flexible. It's not as
Yeah.
rigid. Hindi siya yung, kumbaga, parang bumuho yung mundo mo porket hindi ka lang nakakain ng salad ng lunch. Ganon. Parang may mga ganun eh, 'di ba? Ang intense ng reaction nila. It's that allowing your feminine energy to be kind to yourself. That's the biggest thing. Ang hirap
Yeah.
maging kind sa sarili mo when you grow up having so much pressure to be great. It's always that. Laging dapat may mapatunayan kasi babae ka, kasi
Yes.
Kasi matalino ka nung bata, kailangan magaling ka din pag tumanda, hindi ka pwedeng petiks. It's always those voices. It's the echoes from the past. It's not just from your parents. It may be from your relatives. It may be from your friends. Grabe, it's those things na you have to try and silence by allowing yourself and saying na parang, okay lang, chill ka lang. Hindi mo nagawa today,
Yeah.
di bukas.
True.
Bukas. Mamaya. Okay lang yan. Time is relative. Bakit ba?
True.
Wala namang nagsabi. Diyos ko,
Totoo
sa ibang
lang.
bansang, di ba? Sa
Totoo
ibang bansa nga,
yung
yung
time
oras
ko.
na eh. Di ba? Totoo yan.
Gagawa lang ng mga Illuminati ang
Oh,
oras. Charot.
bakit? Ba't ngayon
Sinasabi
sa
din niya
ibang
sa
bansa
sarili
gabi
ko.
pa? Charing. Ngayon hapon na.
Oo, tama. Time is, it's just an invention.
Correct. Correct.
Diba?
Oo,
Here
parang
when it
standardize
comes
lang
to
yan ng
time.
mga ano-ano. Pero, you set your own time. So ayun, I love this. And before we end this, because I have like 3 last questions that I'll ask all the women that I'll be interviewing this month. Before that, Mick, I wanna ask you to share where they can find you, if they wanna
Oh.
get you as a coach or just wanna connect with you. Share that first before we do the final questions.
Wow, I love it. I love bringing in people into my community. Personally, I don't offer life coaching except for the ones that I'm leading in the business. Hindi pa kaya ng bandwidth ko. But I love bringing in people in the community. I believe that my community have resonated to how I lived my life. So we have a 6 a.m. club. If you wanna wake up early, also hindi siya required na every day. Kung kala mo lang trip, no? And you can also join there without unmuting yourself, opening your camera, etc. It's just that meron kang mapapasukan agad kapag nag-wake up ka ng early. So we have a 6 a.m. club, and you can follow me in my socials at Mick Kerulf in my Instagram, my TikTok, and my Facebook, and the Grit Coaching in my Facebook page. So I highly encourage you to join one of our activities. We have Monday sessions for motivation. And then whenever possible, we would host a face-to-face just masterminding. So I do believe kasi na motivation, no? Motivation is very important in this day and age. Now na lahat naman ay kaya mong ma-figure out online, it's just a matter of who is always pushing, no, or encouraging himself or herself in motivation. And one of the sources of motivation is really communities, no, being around like-minded people who is thriving and challenging themselves, and also doing the self-care, the self-love, no, taking care of themselves, intentionally living their lives. So you may reach out to me on my social so that I can include you on the invites and newsletters that we have.
All right. I'm so happy that Mick graced us with her time. Sobrang busy niya. Grabe. So, before we end this episode, I do want to ask you three questions. Try to answer this as brief as you can. But if you want to elaborate, okay lang din. Because the first one can be quite emotional. But yeah, given the chance na makausap mo yung 16-year-old self mo, what's one thing that you would tell her?
Oh, 16, so that's third year high school.
Yeah, hindi ka
Um,
pa hindi ka pa 18, hindi ka pa
college, no?
legal. Pero nandun ka na sa papunta. Parang pa crossroads ka na.
I would say don't sweat the little things.
Oh, I love that. Grabe for someone as GC as us, no? Parang
'Di
kinailangan
ba?
nating
Naalala ko pa rin yung mga teacher ko na ano, binabahan yung grades ko, mga gano'n. Ta's parang pinaiyak ako ng isang linggo. Parang sa'kin, "Uy, sana iniisip ko na lang yung long term na ngayon lang 'to," 'di ba? Mga gano'n.
oo, grabe dati may mga exams akong iniiyakan. Yung mga bumabagsak ka,
Oo, ganyan,
ganyan. Di
ganyan.
ka naman bumagsak sa subject, dun lang sa exam. Pero iyak ka ng iyak. Gano'n. I love that. I love that. Okay. Next question would be, knock on wood, but if you were to end, if this was the end of your journey, what do you think would be your legacy for all the other Filipinas out there?
My legacy is the possibility that I have shared in empowering people and helping them from where they want to be, from where they are right now to where they want to be, and living authentically. No, kasi growing up na hindi kami mayaman, mahirap lang kami, gano'n, no, or lower middle class family. And now exposed to rich people or people of higher middle class or higher classes,
Mhm.
I thought na hindi posible to be successful and to play their playing field, and I have to be like them. No,
Totoo.
I thought that I have to be like them so that I would get noticed or I will make my mark. I think na what's unique with me and the impact that I am giving is that you can share your purpose, live your purpose by being yourself. Even in the social media na nag-gravitate into money or alam mo yun, fame and rich stuff, the shiny things. Very clear in my social media that I am who I am. Eh. I'm the simple girl. I'm still not aesthetic or whatever. Hindi ako si aesthetic clean girl look, no? Pero
Yes! Yung
seeing
mga
myself in social
Pinteresty.
media. Oo, no? But, and also my grade is not picturesque, no? Mga ganyan. Or hindi white, hindi pink, hindi peach, mga ganyan. Hindi all colors na pare-parehas. But, no, I've made my impact by being authentic with myself. Even to people na hindi pa ako namimit.
Funny. Grabe. Alam mo, we're so aligned. Feeling ko talaga nag-magnetize ka nga talaga sa akin. Kasi, minagnet mo ko. Kasi ano when we first met, sobrang dinala niyo ako sa kung saang, Diyos ko, nagulat talaga ako nung sa dinala niyo sa akin. Kala ko talaga magmomol lang yung itsura ko, di ba? Tapos parang at the end of that day, sinabi ko din sa sarili ko na, you know what? Sige, sabihin natin yung mga nakilala mo, milyon-milyones na yung sinasahod, whatever. Let them. That's them. Let them be.
True.
Just live your life kung sino ka. Ako kasi, maingay, loud. Like, I love loud colors. I love pink. Like, very cartoony ako kumilos.
Ah,
Kanal,
cute. Ah.
kanal yung humor ko. And that's okay. Because
Uh,
it doesn't negate the fact that I'm
yes.
smart. That I am
Yes.
skilled with what I do. Like, I am good at what I do. It doesn't negate
Yes.
that. It's just that my personality is very bubbly. Kung ikaw, an introvert, living in an extrovert world, ako naman, since systems and SOPs, I'm like an extrovert forced to live into that introvert life kasi parang back end ka lang.
Yeah.
You can't actually talk as much, pero grabe, sobrang daldal ko. That's why I started this podcast as well, kasi daldalera talaga ako ever since But yeah, I
Kiri.
love, di ba? So, siguro, final message for the podcast listeners and for every modern Filipina out there. Like, whatever
Ah,
your final message is. Modern Filipina. I love
okay.
that term.
Wow, I love it. This is not out of this world. This is not bookish or a motivational one, but something that will bring you so much peace, which we Filipinas, no, modern Filipinas deserve, is hayaan. No, hayaan to allow to let things be and let people be. Hayaan mo sila kung anong trip nila, kung sino gusto nila, kung ano yung peg nila, ano yung vibe nila, hayaan mo lang, 'di ba? Pero hayaan mo din yung sarili mo. Hayaan mo siya kung ano yung trip niya, kung ano yung gusto niyang gawin, kung ayaw niya magtrabaho today or this hour, kung gusto niyang maging sobrang grind naman and gritty for this day, hayaan. Ano kayang layo ng mararating natin, no? Kung hahayaan lang natin yung mga bagay na hindi natin kontrolado, including the things that we can no longer change. And that includes allowing ourselves to be ano yung authentic na tayo as a woman and as a Filipina.
I love that. Alam mo, that's something that's very hard for modern Filipinas to do. Mainly because parang yung standard of being that ilaw ng tahanan, yung parang laging ikaw yung even the eldest daughter syndrome for Asian families, 'di ba? Parang you have to get everything together, laging ikaw yung glue, laging ikaw yung kailangan mag-make ng plans para makaalis yung pamilya. Alam mo 'yon, may ganun tayo may ganun ang mga babae, may ganung standard na binibigay sa atin, may ganung pressure. But I love when you said hayaan because that's actually, diba, sobrang aligned natin. Because this year, yan din yung ko. Parang, bala kayo. Whatever happens, happens. Sabi kong ganun. Kung anong ibibigay ni universe, I just trust in it. In whatever you believe in, kung religious kayo, if you believe in God, and you know that He has a plan for you, then go ahead. Just let them be. Yun nga yung sinasabi ni Rachel Peterson, diba? Na parang, let them theory. Parang, let them and then let me. So, if you want, for the listeners, I want to reference that podcast of Rachel Peterson kasi pinapakinggan ko siya ngayon. Tapos natutuwa ako dun sa let them and then let me theory niya. Kasi sabi ko, very aligned sa mga ginagawa ko sa buhay ngayon. Before ko pa siyang marinig, parang ako talaga bala ka. Yung sa akin, mas bala ka, go. Ganun lang lagi.
Beauty.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Thank you, Meek. Thank you for making time. Um, I will share everything that you've said in the show notes. So for our listeners, if you have questions for Meek, please comment down in our video below. And please always follow us on our socials at Word of Gab Podcast, both on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. And as always, my reminder for everybody is that if someone tries to dim your light, blind them. Anyway, talk to you soon, guys.
Beauty.
Bye.
Thank you.
Oh my
Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Word of Gab podcast. If you like this episode, please like and share it on your socials. Feel free to tag me at Word of Gab podcast on Instagram and Facebook. And before I leave, I just want to remind you that if someone tries to dim your light, blind them. Talk soon. Bye.